Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to the Road Warrior. Not a sunny day today. In fact, it's been kind of a weird month. We've had a lot of threats of rain, and we've had more threats of rain than we've had rain. And we've had some pretty heavy rain, but there's been a lot of cloudiness around here. Nashville, for the most part, is a pretty sunny place. I mean, it's usually it's always warm. We don't, as my wife said the other day, we only have two seasons here, winter and summer. Because man, the transition, the spring and fall are pretty much gone. It goes from cold to hot really fast, and even though it's not a horrible temperature today, it's just, I mean, it's muggy. But the one thing we enjoy is the sunshine. But I said this month, for the most part, not a lot of sun. It could change next month. Who knows what it could be? But the one thing I got to thinking about is, here in the XB, I don't have a sunroof. I don't have T-tops. I don't have a convertible. Through my life, I've had them all. I had a car with T-tops. I had a convertible. I had a sunroof. I've had the Jeep, so, I had the removable roof, the whole bit. And I loved each and every one of them. But what's funny is I never really always lived in sunny destinations. My wife had when she had her Mini Cooper had a sunroof. Mine didn't, or was it a moonroof? I don't remember which it was. It was a big, and she was looking for any opportunity to open that roof. I didn't really care. Had T-tops years ago in my old Nissan Pulsar, car I loved that everybody else hated on earth. And man, T-tops were a pain. They did leak a little bit, and they were a hassle to go store in the back and everything like that. But that was what was happening back then. And I'd pop them off as much as I could. And then there were the days with the Jeep, and you'd find any excuse to take that top off. Even though it was a hassle to take off and even worse to put back on, you loved taking it off. And I lived all over the country with that Jeep. Probably took it off at times when it was too cold when I shouldn't have. You take off the top and blare the heat. It's silly, I know it is. But I miss having a vehicle like that right now. None of the cars we have, they're all hardtops right now. None of them have convertible. None of them, do they even make T-tops? I don't even think they make T-tops anymore. Not that I prefer T-tops, or even a sunroof. You can get a sunroof in almost any car. I know you can have them put into cars, but those are always problems if they're not built in from the factory. But it's kind of interesting how, as much as I now live in a town that's always sunny, I don't even think about having a car with a sunroof anymore. Number one, the hair is a little bit thinning on top, so I worry about the sun, because I always had that problem. It was funny, my parents had a convertible, like an old LeBaron or something like that, some Chrysler they had, for years. They had this sucker for years. My dad runs his cars into the ground. And my parents loved driving with the top off. And they live in Florida, so okay. But, Dad had to realize he had to wear a hat because his hair was thinning. My mom always wore a hat, and I was like, I can't wear a hat. In my Jeep, man, I'd wear a hat. It'd usually go flying. There were numerous times I had to turn around on an interstate and go back and get my hat from the side of the road because the ball cap wasn't flipped the right way or went flying off because there was too much wind. I sometimes have that problem when I just open up all four windows and don't drive with air conditioning. And I have that problem with just all the wind flying through. Again, not complaining at all. It's just the reality I was dealing with. It's kind of funny. It's kind of strange. But it's once you have something, you always kind of want it, but you don't want it all the time. Once you have a convertible, you like having one. You don't use it enough. You don't use it often enough. You don't justify it enough, things like that. And even when you have one, you don't take the top off often enough. But there's that one time when you want it and you don't have it. That's the frustrating part. Back next week, another Road Warrior, kevinmason.us, home of all of our Road Warrior videos, the main website, the main focus, the main play. But again, we don't care where you watch. We love that you do. Facebook's got them. YouTube's got them as well. Just search the Kevin Mason Road Warrior. I don't think they're too hard to find. Again, it depends on your search parameters. I've checked them all out and everything seems to be fine. But again, search experience is different for everybody else. We love the fact you're here. If you want to subscribe wherever you're at, feel free to subscribe. Although I guess technically you can't subscribe on Facebook, but you know the drill. Bookmark, do whatever. Come on back again next week. We'll be back with another Road Warrior. Thanks.